Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Sporifii Learn. Now let's see what are the important questions that is under the graph theory BCS405B subject, and most of you had requested for this video, so I'm uploading this, and the questions only I was able to do, so please do focus on these questions first, and then you can see, as only you have 20 hours left almost for your examination. Please do focus on these important questions first, then you can study rest of the questions. First I'll be saying what are the questions that you need to focus in module wise. Okay, if you want, you can take even the screenshot and start to prepare also. And see, first you have to define regular graph, complete bipartite graph. Next is walk, path, circuit, isomorphism, and explain with them. And next, bipartite graph and complete bipartite graph. And bipartite graph have an odd cycle or not, we have to explain that. Next is show that maximum number of edges of a simple vertices graph is this is 2, n of n minus 1 by 2. And next is show that in a complete graph kn, that is having edges, that is degree of each vertex is n minus 1 and edges is n of n minus 1 by 2. And next is prove that the number of vertices of an odd, that is odd degree, is always even. You have to proof. And 5 applications of graphs. You have to study all these questions. Please do first module 1 itself if you have not started your preparation, I am saying. Next is about the module 2, that is about the state and prove the necessary and sufficient condition for a connected graph of a Euler graph, that is to be a Euler graph. Next is if all vertices in a connected graph are of even, then show that it is a Eulerian. And next is specify, walk, draw the 2 Euler graph and 1 unicursal graph. Next is prove that the complete graph Kn, where n is greater than or equal to 3, is a Hamiltonian graph. And if a connected graph can be decomposed into edge disjoint cycles, show that it is a Euler circuit. Hamiltonian circuit you have to define an Hamiltonian path, an example for that. Next is draw a graph that has a Hamiltonian path but not a Hamiltonian circuit. Okay, that you have to show by using a graph. And next is list and explain the different types of operations on graph that you have. And next is explain the Hamiltonian problem, and if they give a problem you have to solve that, that is a problem. And next is union, intersection, and ring sum of graphs define, and you have to find it out. Next is about the module 3. Module 3 is about the tree more. Okay, define a tree, prove that the tree is like if it is a tree, graph G is a tree if and only if there is one and only one path between every pair of vertices. Prove that a tree with n vertices has n minus 1 edges, and solve problems based on these trees. Next is define rooted tree and binary tree. Define all rooted tree with 4 vertices. Next is define spanning tree. Prove that every circuit has a, like if it has a even edges with common cut set. Next is explain cut edge, cut set, cut vertex. Next is for a spanning tree with connected edges, n vertices and e edges. Prove that number of branches is n minus 1, number of chords is e minus n plus 1. Next is prove that a graph is connected if and only if it has a spanning tree. Identify the cut vertex, and if there is a, they'll give a one graph. For that you have to solve it. Next is about the vertex connectivity, edge connectivity. Edge connectivity is less than or equal to minimum degree of vertices that you have to show for any graph G. Next is for number of vertices is a binary tree is always odd. Find the number of pendant vertices in a binary tree of order n. Next is define vertex connectivity and edge connectivity. State that the relation between them. Next is about the module 4. Okay, module 4 is state and prove Euler's formula for planar graphs. Next is Peterson graph is non-planar, you have to prove that. Next is define planar graph, non-planar graph, embedding and Kurtowski, and also the theorem. Next is define a planar graph, show that it is order of size and 8 is planar, order 5 and size 8. Next is explain the relationship between a planar graph and its dual G star, that is for multiplication, and describe the steps to construct adjacency matrix incidence for an undirected graph with a simple example. Next is show that a connected planar graph with n vertices and m edges has m minus n plus n 2, that is m minus n plus 2 regions, and prove that Euler's formula for a connected planar graph n minus m plus r is equals to 2. Okay. Next is about the module 5, last module. Define chromatic number. Prove that a graph with at least one edge is 2 chromatic, and if and only if it is has no circuit of odd length, prove that every tree with 2 or more vertices is 2 chromatic. State and prove the 5 color theorem, which is very very important. It's repeated of all. And prove that a graph is 2 chromatic if and only if the non-null bipartite graph, and define chromatic number, define chromatic polynomial, which is done, and find the chromatic number and chromatic polynomial for a given graph. The given graph means you have to find what chromatic number and chromatic polynomial. You have to learn this very carefully because it is most repeated. And define chromatic polynomial you have studied already, and write the chromatic polynomial also for the given graph. This is one of the most important module, but you can go with module 1, module 5, module 4, module 2, module 3. Okay, like this you can go. As module 3 is having a more questions, you can go at last for that. Okay, that's what I'll say for this graph theory, and I'll erase this all so that you can take easily the screenshot if you want. Now I'll scroll all the questions which I have done. Please go through that and you can take the screenshot and start to prepare, guys. No need to waste the time. Okay, see. Module 4 and module 5. I hope you have got all the concepts which you have to study. Only 20 hours is left. I wish you all the very best for your examination. Do please prepare well and perform very well, and I wish you all the very best for your tomorrow's examination. And do let me know that in the comment box if you have any doubts. And that's all for this video. I hope you have understood what are the questions that you need to focus, and if you have any doubts regarding to anything, even other subjects if you want, and many of you are messaging me or commenting me that linear algebra, that is BCS405D subject, at least please try to upload the questions. At least I'll most probably try after this video itself to upload that subject also. And I hope this video on graph theory is a bit clear. And the answers I was not able to do because these questions were done before itself, but I was not able to prepare the answers this PDF. Okay, that's all. I think so. And if you want linear algebra also, please do let me know in the comment box. And thank you for watching the video, and make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Even DMS one shot video is already uploaded in last video. Almost 1 hour I have taken to record that video itself, and to edit, to post and all, it takes time. So the videos are bit going like time is taking. So that's all. And thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next video, bye bye.